October 12th, 2015, Monday.
はい、終わり。
ありがとう、ゆい。悪いわね。
いいっていいって。のの姉にはいつもいろいろ任せっきりなんだもん。私だってもう子供じゃないんだし、こういう時くらい頼ってよ。
Yui smiled as she finished disinfecting the wound and applying the gauze. Nona was a little surprised to see her smile. Looked just like an adult. Yui and Yuto had come to the Aoba dorm at almost the same time as Nono and Takuru. At first, they were still young, and it took time for them to get used to life here, but now they were an indispensable part of life at the dorm. Of course, it had been 6 years now, so perhaps that's only natural. That's right, Rusu told herself. People can get used to anything. Nona thought about how long 6 years really was, and softly patted Yui on the head.
どうしたの？ののね。
なんでもない。大きくなったなって。
何？急に。
だからなんでもないんだって。ちょっと思っただけ。
And at the same time, she thought to herself, I have to protect this, no matter what. The things she'd built up over the last 6 years, her family, and...
いいののね。また勝手に動き回って悪化させちゃダメなんだからね。
When Yui stood up when she talked was just like Nono did. It felt a little embarrassing to watch.
ごめん。
それにしてもタクル兄もタクル兄だよね。痛がってるのの姉を置いてどっか行っちゃうなんて。口では文句ばっかり言っててもタクル兄は本当は優しい人だって思ってたのにさ。
そう言わないであげて、ゆい。タクルはタクルなりにいろいろあるのよ、きっと。
いろいろって？
それは。
Rusu knew that Takuru didn't want to hurt her. Takuru was just struggling as hard as he could. Against the circumstances he found himself in. Against the world. But...
わからないけど、いろいろよ。いろいろ。
変なの？
He still didn't realize that sometimes the only thing that brought was sadness. It kept Takuru's past a secret for his own sake. There was nothing to be gained from taking up the truth of the past. Takuru knew that. So why?
とにかくもうしばらく安静にしておくこと。これは父さんからの命令でもあるんだから。わかった？
はいはい。
返事は1回。
はい、わかりました。
よろしい。
Yui said the line that normally Rusu would say, then left the room. Rusu chuckled as she watched her go. And then she took the phone off the side table. A moment after she turned it on, the phone's wallpaper appeared. It was a photo of her family, her, dad, Yuto, Yui, and Takuru, with a blank expression on his face. It was one of her most important treasures. She stared at it for a long time, and then, after a moment's hesitation, opened the photo gallery on her phone. There was Takuru, mixed in along with many of her other memories. He had the same flat look on his face, and it almost made her laugh out loud. At the very bottom of the gallery was a picture, dated a long time ago. It was taken 6 years ago, just before the earthquake. There were 3 children in the picture. Nono, Kawahara, and one more. And then she heard a knock at the door. She quickly hid the phone behind her back. Dang it, I wanted to see who that other person was.
のの姉ちゃん、いい？何？お友達が来てるよ。お見舞いだって。友達？
ヤッホー。
Serga softly opened the door and came inside.
元気？
元気だったらこうして寝てないから。
ああ、そっか。じゃあまたにするね。
冗談よ冗談。入って。
うん。
Serga came inside, moving a little more carefully and softly than she usually did. She sat down next to the bed.
お茶とか持ってきた方がいい？
ああ、いいよ。お構いなく。
ありがとう、ゆうと。うん。じゃあ。
へへへ。
Serga smiled as she watched the door close.
何？
ゆうとくんもしっかりしてきたなーって。
まだ甘えん坊だけどね。
Yuto was shy, particularly around people older than him, but he seemed okay with Serika. It was probably because Serika had been around Takuru for so long.
それで？
え？
ここに来た理由よ。
お見舞い。
怪我の具合なら電話でも話したでしょ。なのにわざわざ来るなんて。
やっぱのんちゃんにはかなわないな。
当たり前。で、どうしたの？
ちょっとね。のんちゃんの様子がおかしいなって思って。
私が？
電話の声がね、元気がないなって。
何言ってるの。怪我してるんだから元気がないのは当たり前でしょ。
それはそうなんだけど、なんて言ったらいいかな。とにかく変だなって思ったの。だから来たの。
セリカ。
I guess I can't fool you either, Nona thought to herself.
のんちゃん？どうしたの？具合悪い？
そうじゃない。そうじゃないの。ただ。
Nona hesitated for a moment, and then slowly took the phone out from behind her back. There was only one thought in her heart. I have to protect everyone. That was all. If she couldn't change things, they would be put in danger. Takuru, her family, the rest of the newspaper club. So Nona made her decision. What she couldn't say until now. What she didn't say until now. You would tell everyone.
のんちゃん？
セリカ、言ってたわよね。例の病院の地下で、南沢千里っていうこの情報を見たって。
I do wonder, before it gets revealed, That girl we've seen, I think it was even in the last episode, where she was just walking, or the one previous. Where she was just walking with that grin on her face, and the same girl that we briefly saw in the first episode. Is that Minamisawa Senri?
うん。これ
It was the picture Nono had been looking at a moment ago. It was Kurisu Nono, Bahara Masashi, and one more child.
のんちゃん、これって。
That girl does look like the one Sarika and Takuri had seen years ago when they snuck into the general hospital, but I can't tell if she's the same person as the one we saw a while back. And now I'm curious to see which part that was. 2 parts ago, the hatred. The one part 33. I think she might be the same person.
それではここでもう一度こちらの歴史シールがどういうものかを見てみましょう。まずこの歴史シールというものが最初に街中に貼られ始めたのは2007年頃だそうですが、果たして誰が何のために貼り始めたものなのか詳しいことは分かっていません。ただのいたずらだとも、あるいは宗教的呪術的な意味があるとも言われていますが、それも単なる噂の域を出ません。
I was just thinking it also explains Kurisu's tendency to protect Takuru, and it places her pleas for Takuru to stop investigating in a whole different light. If she knew about Namisawa Senri and what happened to her, of course she would be scared that the same would happen to Takuru.
ただこの歴史シールが最近になって大量に貼られ始めたのには何らかのメッセージが込められているのではないかとインターネットなどでは話題になっているということですが、ここで若者のサブカルチャーなどに詳しいゲストの方を。
ここも
誰が何のためにやってるのかわからないなんて気味悪いですよね。
ここも
この歴史シールと言われるものがデザイン的にどうであるかという点を考えてみますと、
Every channel I looked at was talking about the sumo stickers. The world was talking about the sumo stickers a lot more than I expected them to. Everyone was getting excited over old news and old theories. But none of them had reached the same conclusion I had yet. Well, of course they hadn't. It was way too far-fetched. But a while ago I'd been confident. I'd been sure of my theory. And Kunosato and Arimura had confirmed it.
けど
I didn't believe it in anymore. Or specifically, I didn't want to believe it. Because if those powers existed, it meant that I might be a victim too. I might eat my own hand, rip open my stomach and shove a speaker inside, or have my head ripped off, or my stomach filled with pieces of paper with faces on them. And It just makes me think of the last part of Chaos Head, where we experienced all those deaths through the eyes of the victims. That was utterly horrifying and nauseating. I might meet the same end as all the others. A sliced arm, a bloody stomach, a severed head falling off its neck, eyes that wet with blood. To be fair, so far, the first and the fourth case all had victims whose eyes bled, and I'm sure to guess that the revolving dead case and the leaky noise case also would have eyes with blood. But what frightens me more is the fact that when we looked at Aribura, our eyes were bloody too, even though that could have been a delusion. A wide open mouth, the sumo stick is pouring out of it. If that happened to me,
やだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだ
no way, I don't want that. No.
ではもう一度実物をご覧いただきましょう。これが歴史シールと言われるものですが、
Well, time to shut down the stream or the channel. Oh shit. Wait, does this one look different? I don't remember the stickers having 3 dots on them. A close-up of the sumo sticker appeared on the screen as the announcer spoke. The instant I saw it, I leapt up from my chair, hallucinating that all the nightmares I'd seen so far were rebooting and attacking me. I closed my eyes so that I couldn't see the sticker.
一説によりますと、これはデザイン学校の学生が自己表現のために貼り始めたという話もありますが、どんな理由であれ迷惑行為であることに変わりはありません。
I fearfully opened my eyes and tried to catch my breath. Oh no. I'm expecting a jump scare at any moment. The sticker on the screen was still staring at me with its creepy face, but nothing had happened to me.
あれは偽物だ。
Huh? A fake? I seen the 11th Rorschach image in the basement of that hospital. That was the real sumo sticker, and it had a terrifying effect on me. But many of the stickers that were showing up around town were fakes, put up by people hoping to be part of the latest fad. They had no effect at all on me.
脅かすなよ、くそ。
どうしたの？
Oh, I'm so tense suddenly. It's... Someone said in the comments, and I wholeheartedly agree, that this game has an atmosphere where things can go wrong at any moment. And it's just waiting for that moment to happen. I finally calmed down, so when I suddenly heard a loud voice next to me, I jump up again.
大丈夫？タク？
I recognized the voice, but I fearfully turned around.
ねえ、何かあったの？
っておのえかよ。
I suddenly felt so tired that I almost dropped straight to the ground, but managed to stop myself.
いきなり何なんだよお前は。
それは私が言いたいよ。タクってば外に聞こえるくらい大きな声出して、近所のみんなびっくりしてるよ。
今のはその発声練習だ。
Yeah, right, voice training, sure.
本当に
Turkey looked at me worried.
でもタク、顔が真っ青、ひどい汗だし。
Turkey took a handkerchief out of her pocket and tried to wipe away my sweat.
いいよ、自分でやるから。
I grabbed a handkerchief from her and scrubbed the sweat off my forehead. Oh, I hope that somewhere in the future he starts to rely and lean on others instead of trying to do everything himself.
これ明日洗って返すから。
気にしなくて OK だよ。タクの汗だったら汚いとか思わないし。
少しは気にしろよ。で、こんな時間に何の用だ
I put the handkerchief in my pocket. Her face took on a much more serious expression than usual as she slowly began to talk.
のんちゃんの話をね、聞いてあげてほしいの。
クルスの今から？
のんちゃんはね、明日でいいって、学校が終わったら青葉寮に来てほしいって言ってるけど、でも本当はタクにすぐにでも聞いてほしいんじゃないかなって思うんだ。
そんなに大事なことなのか？
うん、私が話しちゃってもいいんだけど、のんちゃん自分でお話ししたいって。
Yeah, I think that would be better.
そうか。
Dirk never took anything this seriously. It must have been something important.
わかった。これから青葉寮へ行ってみる。
オッケー。さすがタク、優しいね。
He grinned and giggled a little, then grabbed the handkerchief out of my pocket.
いいからいいから、タクの汗の匂いをじっくり堪能するんだ。
Right.
やめろよ。
それじゃあまた明日。
He squeezed a girl froggy stripe to say goodbye, then spun around and left the RV. To be honest, I am enjoying the voice acting more and more. And that makes me all the more sad that apparently the anime adaptation of this is apparently not that great either. This is just sad.
たく。
I watched her go until she was out of the park.
クルスの大切な話。
As soon as she was gone, I tried to think. What could she want? Did it have something to do with what happened? The idea scared me a little, so I got ready as soon as I could and left the RV. I hurried down the usual route I took to the Alba dorm, but something was different. Don't tell me something scary is going to happen. Something wasn't the same as it had been before. Something was wrong. I just come by this path on the way home from school, but... So... What was this strange, dissonant feeling. Ah! What the hell? This scared me. Small segue, but I was right about the dots in the hair. The fake one on the screen had 3 or more dots in them, and this one has only 1. The walls, the fence, the street lights. Stickers were staring at me from all directions, and all of them were real. Not one of them was fake. It was that eerie 11th Rorschach image. The scenery in front of me suddenly warped and twisted. I felt the Mountain Dew I just drank coming back up my throat, and I tried my best to keep it down.
やめろ見るなよ僕を見るな僕は能力者なんかじゃないお前たちに狙われることなんてないんだ
No, even if Arimura and Kunisado were right, and I did have some kind of power, it was only a tiny little power which I couldn't master. It wasn't even good for anything.
だから僕なんか狙っても意味ないんだよやめてくれよ
I heard a strange voice from somewhere, like a cat in heat. No, this was some kind of screaming baby, it sounds like. It was the sound of a baby crying, but I doubted there were any babies in this park. So what was that voice? I'm more wondering how these stickers could just pop up just moments after Serica left. And then all the stickers that were staring at me smiled, and then slowly oh, this is scary as hell, their eyes opened. I ran as fast as I could, not caring where I went. I just needed to escape from the 11th Rorschach somehow, but that eye is so creepy as hell. No matter where I went, no matter where I went, here and here and here. There were so many of them. Were there really this many sumo stickers in Shibuya? How did I never notice? No matter where I went, it was like they were following me. I had no idea how long I'd been running from the phantoms of the sumo stickers, but no matter where I ran, the whole city of Shibuya was covered in sumo stickers, and each time I saw one I felt sick, dizzy, as if I was going to throw up. Added to the exhaustion from running, and I was barely able to stand. Just when I had reached the conclusion that there was nowhere left in Shibuya for me to rest anymore, I saw a silhouette crouched in an alley. It was a person clutching their arms to their tiny body. It looked like a stray cat. It was so different from the girl I was used to that at first I thought I must be mistaken. But when she looked up, I saw that it was her.
有村。
宮代先輩。
何してるんだよ。こんなところで。
Maybe she has had the same experience just now?
ちょっと気分が悪くて、あれのせいで。
Himura pointed behind her, but didn't turn around. But that was enough to tell me what she was pointing at.
力士シールか。
そっか。先輩も先輩もひどい顔してる。ダメなんでしょあれ。
違う。僕は
I didn't want to admit it. If I admitted it, it would mean that I had a special power like Arimura, and that my life would be in danger. That would mean that instead of me going after the case would be coming after me.
なんだか急に数が増えたと思いませんあれ。
Arimura's voice was so soft that it was hard to hear her.
今テレビなんかでも話題になってるから情弱度まで寄ってたかって張りまくってるんだきっと。
しかも偽物だけじゃなくて本物のシールまで。迷惑です。
まったくだ。そういう連中はすぐに飽きるとは思うけど。
だといいんですけど。
とりあえず青葉院へ行こう。僕やクルスが育った養護施設だ。そこなら診察室があるから具合が悪くても休める。
はいすみません。
立てるか。
それくらいはできます。
She forced herself to smile, then ignored my outstretched hand and stood up on her own. Getting to Oberdorm was a miserable experience. I could feel the influence of the sumo stickers increasing with every step I took.
大丈夫か。
はい。
Or so she said, but she didn't look good. And I wasn't in a position to be worrying about anyone else either.
早く青葉寮へ。
It was the one thought that drove me forward. But suddenly, you. She appeared before us. A woman. It was a woman with a strange presence. If we'd been on one of Shibuya's typically crowded streets, I doubt I'd ever would have noticed her. But on this empty street, she was impossible to miss. Her long hair covered most of her face, and with the street light over her back, I couldn't read her expression at all, but I could see the strange hungry light that shone from her eyes through the thick hair that otherwise concealed her features. It was a dark light. one that somehow brought a deeper blackness, not illumination.
先輩
Arimura's voice was shaking. He'd realized how strange the woman was too. And then my eyes met hers. The next instant, he laughed, or so it seemed to me. Her laugh was empty, but at the same time, somehow satisfied. It was a laugh like evil itself, and it was like nothing I'd ever heard before in my life. And then, in a raspy, unpleasant voice, she spoke.
見つけた。
この女やばい。
Alarm bells went off in my mind.
やばい絶対やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい。
My knees started to buckle. My instincts told me that she was dangerous. Arimura was staring at the woman, not moving a muscle. No, she probably couldn't have moved, even if she wanted to. It was like we were paralyzed.
先輩あの人
Arimura barely got out the words.
多分能力者です。
A psychic? I didn't want to admit it, but just looking at the woman in front of me was enough to dash all my hopes.
能力者は本当にいるんだ。
This woman, her very existence was enough to make me believe.
有村
なんですか。
あの女の能力ってのはどんな。
I didn't know about any of the Gigalomaniacs' powers, besides Arimura's, but from what I'd seen so far, some of them were a lot more dangerous than the ability to tell when someone was telling the truth. There had to be more types, for instance, ones that could be used as weapons, and there was no doubt in my mind that this woman had that sort of power.
くそこんなことならちゃんと調べておくべきだった。
It didn't matter whether I believed or not. How could I not have the information I needed at a time like this?
有村
そんなの私にも分かりません。テレパシーなのかプレコグニションなのかクレアボヤンスなのか。ただ
Animal's eyes were fixed on a single point. He probably couldn't look away.
あの人の能力はもっと危険な人に害を与える力だと。
Maybe she has the power of hypnosis. And that way she can cause delusions in other people to make them kill themselves, like in the new generation cases. The woman started walking sluggishly towards us. Slowly. Slowly. I finally realized that the reason she seemed to be off balance as she walked was that she was dragging one leg. Maybe she'd injured it, or maybe it had never worked right. She approached it one step at a time, as if enduring her fear. He took another step. A horrible smile was frozen on her face. Her eyes were looking straight at us, as if he didn't want to let her prey escape.
逃げなきゃダメだ。
But my boy wouldn't move. My body had turned to stone, as if I'd been stared at by Medusa. And then suddenly, the wind blew. The woman's long hair flew up, and I could see just a little of her face. I gasped. The woman had been terribly burned. Her face was covered in horrible burn scars. The smile disappeared from her face. Instead, it was replaced by rage. There was nothing there but burning rage and the color of anger. She slowly brought her hands up and then pushed them out towards us.
Senpai!
Oh no, pyrokinesis? Amira screamed and pulled at my hand as hard as she could. A pillar of flame sprang up right where I was standing. There was one blast of heat and the awful stink of burning asphalt. A burning pain went down my cheek as the heat struck it. Oh shit. She waved her arm, and the next moment, the space in front of me was a sea of crimson flames. Amira and I tried our best to get away from the fire. I knew that meant the ability to create fire. If I remembered right, it was a word created by a famous novelist. All over the world, there were historical records of unexplained fires breaking out for no clear reason. Spontaneous human combustion, where a human body would suddenly burst into flame, was one form those incidents took. Of course, spontaneous human combustion was considered pseudoscience, as most scientists believed those incidents were actually caused by static electricity or EM waves. And now, real pyrokinesis was happening right in front of me.
Senpai! Nani poketo shiteru desu ka?
So were the people behind those experiments deliberately activating gigalomaniacs to awaken the powers, no matter the cost or their well-being? But for what purpose, I wonder? The next thing I knew, the woman was stretching her hands out towards me. I rolled along the ground with Amira, at almost the exact same moment the fire exploded outward. The smell of burning hair stung my nostrils. Is this attack to maybe awaken Takuru? We kept moving away, only barely dodging the burning flames. Pillar after pillar of fire appeared behind us. It looked like the flames had spread to a bike and some garbage that were lying by the roadside, but I didn't have time to check. The woman was getting closer, dragging her leg as she walked. I tried to grab her hand and run, but a fire appeared right in front of us, and as we tried to dodge it, we both lost our balance and fell to the ground. The lantern next to us was on fire. I looked up as the footsteps got closer and saw that the woman was right on top of us. This was what was going through my mind as I lay there, frozen in terror. This wasn't an anime or a movie, this was reality. The pain from where it hit my leg when I fell. The pain from the burns. All of these flames, the smell of melted asphalt. It was all real. Gunsat had said that the Gigalomaniac's power came from delusions. And not just any delusions. These delusions affected the brains of others. And through being shared, they became reality.
物理現象すらねじ曲げるんだよ。ギガロマニアックスの妄想とそれによって共通認識化された現実は。だからこそそれはこの上なく危険なんだ。
Yes, and because of that impossible pyrokinesis was happening right in front of me. And that power was going to kill me and Arimura. Delusional flames would become reality, and in that reality we were going to be burned to death. The woman slowly pointed her hands towards us. Maybe I was imagining it, but the air around me seemed to grow hotter.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. I don't want to be roasted to death by these flames. No, I don't want to die. I still... A bigger spiral of flame that any we'd seen before appeared before us, but at the same time... Oh, D-sword! Oh, awakening, this is amazing! Something strange appeared in the corner of my eye. Frighteningly sharp, but frighteningly fragile. Infinite and finite. And that small and real. Like all the ugliness and beauty in the world had been compressed into one object. It was a D-sword. But blue, really? This was clearly a different shape than Arimura's, but still I could see it. But since I didn't know how to draw it, I just desperately struck the woman with every delusion I could muster. Oh, this also makes me think that we're already quite far ahead in the story, unfortunately. I don't want this story to end. But still, this will be part 35 or so. Granted, the parts are longer than my Chaos Head playthrough. But I thought that this game would be around the same length of Steins Gate. So I'm hoping that I still have a long way to go. I imagined the sword slicing through her flames and flung that image at her with my imagination. The burning fangs that threatened to engulf the two of us exploded. And then the fire danced like a snake. It flew in a straight line towards the woman who had created it. The fire turned into a spiral that leapt at her. She fell over in shock.
Senpai!
Was that my power? While I hadn't been looking, the D-sword had vanished from my vision.
Senpai!
Arimura suddenly fell silent. I I turned to see what she was looking at. As the air rippled from the smoke and heat of the flames, the woman slowly stood up. I gasped at the color of her eyes. The fire that had been there a moment ago was gone. The light that burned with hatred was gone. There was only ice. Her eyes were ice, frozen, emotionless and piercing. Arimura and I couldn't move. Slowly, with an unsteady rhythm, the woman approached us and then stopped a few steps away. Smoke was rising off the garbage bin behind us. The planter by his side was making crackling noises from the heat. There was nowhere to run before us, behind us, or anywhere else. But the Akuru has awakened, so if that was our goal, then I guess she succeeded. I couldn't even hear the bustle of the town. But the beating of my heart sounded even louder. The sound of my saliva running down my throat, the sound of my breathing, the sound of my blood flowing. All of those sounds offered proof that I was still alive. But soon they would be gone. They would all disappear inside the burning flames.
やったぜ。
My legs shook, my eyes blurred with tears.
やめください。まだ死んだく。
I could barely speak, but the woman's expression didn't change, not even a little. And then she raised her hand towards me. I closed my eyes. I was going to. Huh? I slowly opened my eyes, and then the woman was gone. Was I saved? All the strength drained from my body and I collapsed to the ground. I thought I was a goner. I thought she would kill me for sure. No. Until a moment ago, she was definitely going to kill me. I could tell from her eyes. They were cold without a trace of doubt, uncertainty, or hesitation. So why had she suddenly disappeared?
有村。
I looked up and saw that Arimura was standing there, staring at the spot where the woman had disappeared.
先輩。
どうしたんだ有村。もしかしてまだ何か。
そうじゃないんです。ただ怖くて動けない。